Hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys are having a great day today. My name is Matthew Spositi, and welcome back for another episode of the Weekly Market Analysis. If you guys are just joining me here for the first time today, I just kind of want to give you guys a rundown of what we do here every single week. Guys, on the Weekly Market Analysis videos, I come in each and every day and I show you a couple trades that I took throughout the week. Sometimes if we don't have any trades for the week, then what I'll do is I'll show you guys trades that I took for last week. Last week we had like 13 freaking trades. It was absolutely insane how many trades we actually had. This week we only have 3, so we're going to go over those and we're going to talk about that kind of stuff. But before we do, I wanted to go ahead and just talk with you guys about the importance of having a good trading mindset. Guys, a lot of gurus out there will go ahead and they'll talk to you about, trading psychology and the importance of having the right mindset and whatnot. And the reason that most people cover it is because it's probably one of the most important features that you need, the most important skills that you need in order to become a consistently profitable trader. And let me explain why. It doesn't really matter whether you have the best winning strategy in the world. You could have a strategy that wins, 80% of the time, which would be amazing. I've never even heard of win rates that high. I've heard of 70% win rates. I'm not saying there aren't 80% win rates out there, but it doesn't matter. The point is that you could have one of the best trading strategies out there in the whole wide world, and yet if you don't have the appropriate trader mindset, you're going to mess it up. Because why is that? I mean, if you can ask yourself one question, why is it that every single every single strategy you've ever been taught when it comes to trading never seems to work out well? It starts going well at first, and then you start tweaking things, or you start losing, and then you start tweaking stuff, and then you're like, I didn't really like how that happened. I'm going to go ahead and tweak this, and maybe rework this, and then before you know it, it's like a descending hill, like you're falling down this hill, and you just you don't know what happened. The strategy was working great, and then you started messing with it, right? The minute it went through any kind of loss. Well, the thing is that you didn't really have a belief in the system in the first place. You also may not have had your mindset correctly, synced up to what it needs to be. You see, in order to be a consistently profitable trader, you have to understand what trading really is. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme, although there's a lot of people out there that treat it as such. That's not what it is. Trading is very much a skill where you're gonna lose, okay? It's like when you're first learning to ride a bike. You're gonna fall off the bike on multiple occasions before you learn to ride that bike. And then eventually you're gonna do training wheels and stuff, but when you take the training wheels off, you're gonna fall off. I don't think there are very many people in the entire world who effectively ride the bike for the first time and never fall off once. The fact remains is that having difficulty is the natural part of learning skill. Falling off is the natural part of learning a truly valuable skill. And that's what makes trading so hard, is because you're going to lose. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And you're not going to become rich overnight by trading. I know there's a lot of people out there who want you to believe that you can. And while that would be nice, and I wish it was true, it isn't. You're not going to become rich overnight by trading. In fact, it takes a fair amount of money to make a lot of money. Now, can you grow a small amount of money into a large amount of money with trading? Yeah, sure, of course you can. But you're not going to become rich overnight. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. Yet that's what most people think trading is. Most people think trading is easy, and most people think trading is going to make them, wildly wealthy, beyond comprehension, right? Think Scrooge McDuck. If you guys remember your childhood, you watching DuckTales and whatnot. If you think that, all right, think, rolling around in piles and piles of wealth, right? All right, that's what people think of. That's what people have it in their head, that what trading will provide. Unfortunately, and while we all wish this was true, it's not. The fact remains is that while trading can be a very great source of income, where you don't have to sell anything to anybody, you don't have to buy or sell or whatever. I mean, of course you're buying and selling assets, but you don't have to go out there, create a product, and then sell it to somebody else. That's the glory about trading. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is come into the markets each and every day and trade consistently. Trade according to your plan, assuming that you've done the necessary work and you've back-tested the plan and you've verified it over a large amount of data and things of that nature. That's all trading is. But guys, having the appropriate mindset is incredibly important. And the appropriate mindset is that trading is not going to make you wealthy overnight, but it is a wealth generator, okay? And you're going to lose. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You're going to lose when it comes to trading. But if you have the healthy mindset of going into trading, understanding what trading really is all about, which is providing time. Guys, we can measure wealth in many ways. One of my favorite ways of measuring wealth isn't really in dollars, isn't really in the amount of money I have in my bank account. It's measuring it in time. If the more money that I can produce in trading, that means the more free time I have to spend my days doing whatever it is that I want. This is one of the reasons that I'm an aspiring Forex trader. It's one of the reasons I love the idea of trading and why I'm pursuing it, is because it gives you the freedom of time. Guys, I don't know about you, but I got a 10-month-old daughter. And, you know, she's the first little child I have in my life, right? I mean, I don't have any other kids. She's the only one. I want as much free time as I can to spend with her, to see her grow up. I don't want to go to a 9-to-5 job. I want to be able to come in the morning from 7 to 10 a.m., sit down, take my trades, if there are any, and then I want to be done with it after that. You know, that's what I want to do. If I want to make a video later on in the day, then that's fine. But I want to be finished. I want to effectively have the rest of my day to do what I want, and that's what trading can provide. But it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, and it takes a long time. It could take years for you to become a consistently profitable trader. And I know that's not sexy to hear. That's not something that anybody wants to hear, because that's just, I don't know how else to describe it. You know, when you hear about trading for the first time on, you know, maybe the news or maybe on TV, maybe on YouTube, wherever you guys are at, they make it sound like you're going to be wealthy overnight. And while you can certainly do all the necessary work in fast progression, it's not necessarily always going to be that way. All right? Trading takes time. Trading takes a long time to master. It takes a long time to get proficient at. All right? We go through 4 different stages. What have I said before? We go through unconscious incompetence. We don't know what we don't know. Then we go to conscious incompetence. We know we suck and we need to get better. Then we go to conscientious competence. What's that mean? It means that we know that we're good and we know it. Like we know what we're doing now. We know how to consistently get a return in the market. We know we're conscientiously competent at what we're doing. Okay. We're good at it and we know it. And then there's unconscious competence. Okay. Now at this stage, it's muscle memory. Okay, we don't even have to think about it anymore. You just come in, you pull up a chart, and you're like, okay, yeah, I see this, the high probability that it's going to do this or whatever. I think it's going to do this, so this is where I'm going to put my trade on, according to my trading plan and things of that nature. Those are the 4 stages of trading. Do you think that happens overnight? It doesn't. It doesn't happen overnight. First, you need to accept that you're getting in the way of your own success. You're sabotaging your own trades. You're trying to revenge trade. When you start losing, you want to say, oh, I'm going to get back in the market. Oh, I'm going to come in. I'm going to make more money. You know, I'll show you. We start taking the losses personally. We start thinking we're stupid. We start thinking that we need to ultimately get back at the market, start revenge trading, right? That's having the wrong mentality. The mentality is that the market is going to do whatever it wants. And that's it. You don't take it personally. Just understand that in reality, if you took the trade based off your trading strategy and the way that you backtested it, then it was a successful trade no matter the outcome. And that's the most important key thing that you need to keep in mind, is that what defines a successful trade is not whether it was a winner or a loser, because you're going to have lots of those. What defines a successful trade is whether you followed your strategy. But you're not going to have that type of mentality if you think it's a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a wealth generator. It frees up your time. That's what trading is all about. But it's a lot of work. It's like going pro in basketball or football or fill in the blank, hockey, whatever kind of sport you love. It's like going pro. It takes a lot of work, okay? Which is why the vast majority of traders fail. Because it's hard. It's simple, but it's hard. Okay, so that's to sum up, that's the whole point of what I wanted to get across. Okay, all right, guys. Well, hey, first and foremost, before we start getting into the charts, if you haven't already, go check out my TradingView, my TradingView account. I got 147 followers. I'm trying to increase that all the time. My goal is to hit 200 by the end of the year. Considering the fact that we're at 147, I don't know, seems like we're almost halfway there. So I'm hoping to definitely do that. If you guys can help me achieve that goal, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you were really getting a lot of value out of this stuff, then hey, consider sharing it. I'm trying to get this message of financial freedom out to as many people as will listen. So if you love it, then please share it and help me grow this community and help me spread this message of financial freedom. Like I said, to as many people who are going to listen. So that being said, though, let's go ahead and hop into the charts. So the two charts that we have for you guys today is the CAD yen and the New Zealand dollar. All right, so both of these charts, I actually took them on the hourly, but I'm going ahead and I'm going to show you guys what it's like on the 4 hour, and the main reason for that is because the 4 hour allows me to zoom in really close, so you guys can get a very, very, very good image of what's actually going on in the charts. You guys can get to see the candlesticks all big and bold, as it were. So that's why I went ahead and I did this. I chose these two currency pairs because they're a little different. One seems like there's a very high chance of success, or at least it appears to be that way. The other, not so much, and we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and look at the CAD yen. So with the CAD yen, what you can see here is we appear to be in somewhat of a bullish trend, but if you actually, continue to go to the left here, what you will find is that in reality, we're actually coming up against some major resistance level here. I mean, you can see this is a big major resistance level. If you look up here, we kind of bottomed out here. We have made our double bottom, and then we continued on into a bullish trend right here. We kind of retraced down and made a new lower close, and now we basically came up here to retest, and so far it looks like we're getting rejected. What I can tell you is right now is that I looked at this different trade right here from this structure low to the structure high, and I did a swing low to a swing high with my Fib retracement tool. I saw that the market came up here, broke above and closed above this structure level, and I decided to go ahead and put an entry level on the 618 Fib retracement. Not unlike I do in most of the trades. This is pretty much how I conduct my trading. It's very simplistic. It's not very difficult. I like doing it this way because I feel that it's just easy. It's simplistic, right? And life is already hard enough as it is, and you don't want to make it more complicated than it already has to be. So that's why I like to keep trading as simple as possible, right? And of course, there are strategies that I know of that are much more complicated and whatnot that I'll probably experiment with. But still, for the main trading that you're seeing here, I like to keep it as simplistic as possible. But so what the market did was the market came down, gave me my entry. Unfortunately, I didn't see it up until September 2nd at 8 a.m. So I put my blue line here and I said, okay, if the market comes down again to retest my entry level, then I will go ahead and I will get long. Fortunately, it did. However, as we can see right here, the market came down and closed below my entry level. Now, I didn't get stopped out quite just yet, and we didn't close below this structure low right here. So the trade is not invalidated quite just yet. But considering the fact that it did this, is not really giving me a lot of confidence, right? So what I am seeing, however, is if I actually zoom in on the hourly chart, we did actually have a close. We did have a big long red candlestick right here. Okay, and if we zoom, let's go ahead and do a blue line so that you guys can see this better. If we go ahead, let's go ahead and delete this, and we actually scroll all the way over until we find that blue line. What we see here is that the blue line definitely closes below all of this structure level right here, all of this structure. So that's not a positive thing. That basically means that the market did break below, close below, but it didn't break below and close below this wick right here. this could be classified as a double bottom. And so that's usually a reversal pattern that basically shows us that the market intends to rally. So whether or not that will actually happen, it remains to be seen. We'll just have to kind of wait and see what really happens. But for the most part, I don't feel too confidently about this trade. It already has closed below my entry, and it's already looking like it's going to basically continue to roll down and stop me out. So whether that happens or not, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But it's not looking the best right now for the CAD yen. So I wanted to show you guys that. And then I wanted to show you guys the New Zealand dollar. Guys, the New Zealand dollar so far looks fairly well. This is a trade that looks pretty good for the most part. Doesn't look bad. You know, we came up, we made a new structure high right here, and then we retraced all the way down to here, and now we are rallying. So what I did is as I saw this structure break above and close above this previous structure level down here, I looked to the low and I drew my Fibonacci retracement tool from the swing low to the swing high. And then that gave me my 618 Fibonacci retracement. And I basically said, hey, if the market comes down and hits the Fibonacci retracement level, then I will get long. And that is exactly what happened. The market came down, kissed the 618 Fibonacci retracement level perfectly, I will say. And yeah, and it got me involved. So I placed my stop loss 10 pips below the low, and I also placed my target at the highest point of the candlestick right here. Not really the highest close, because what this does is this provides me a higher chance of getting filled if the market gets close to the target in the first place. And in reality, while it usually does cost me a couple of pips, if we look at here, if I had placed my target all the way up here, this would have been 67.88 as opposed to 67.84. So it cost me 4 pips to do it. It's not that big of a deal, but we want to give ourselves the highest chance of winning. We want to give ourselves the highest chance of actually getting involved and having a winning trade, right? Now, again, because it's per strategy, now granted, this is unbacktested, right? This is all just hypothetical, me practicing my analysis on a strategy that I've already created. I'm currently backtesting right now. So this is more like forward testing, if you will, before the backtesting has occurred. But the fact remains, though, is that by placing your entry here at the highest candlestick, now the reason it doesn't do it on the 4-hour chart, as you can see here, is largely because it's the 4-hour chart, right? Each candlestick is 4 hours, not 1 hour, not 15 minutes, it's 4 hours. So, you know, ultimately, you know, you're not going to see it, but on the hourly chart, you're not going to see the body of the candlestick that I lined up my entry level with. But this is why I do it. I do it because it gives you a higher chance of your target getting filled if the market comes close to that in the first place. But yeah, so this trade, I have some pretty good confidence in it overall. You know, I feel fairly good about it. I don't know if it's going to win or not, but it looks good so far. I mean, in the end, right now, we're having a little bit of a pop after the little down move that we had here, the little retracement. So if this pop continues to go higher, you know, it'll be good. And hopefully we'll end up making money. If not, then, you know, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. You know, I just wanted to show you guys these trades, you know, the trades that I got on for today. Hopefully they'll end up working out for me. I have high hopes, you know, keep your fingers crossed and whatnot. So we'll just have to kind of go from there and see what happens. That's how you got those, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. And if you are following me on Facebook, Twitter, you know, YouTube, wherever you're at, hit that like button, hit the follow button or the subscribe, whatever the button's called. And then on top of that, guys, hey, let's go ahead. If you want to gain access to me and you want more of what I'm doing, if you're getting a lot of value out of this, then hey, check me out on locals.com. I'll put the link in the description below for you guys. But check me out on locals.com and basically, you know, go hit that follow me and go become a member. Go follow. It's totally free. You guys don't have to pay anything. When you do, make sure to go ahead and tell me who you are. Tell me what your aspirations are, stuff of that nature. You know, let's get this conversation started. Let's start growing this community of individuals who all want to become financially free and who all want to help each other do that. That said, let's go ahead and talk about our affiliate programs. Guys, we got to pay for the show. I got to pay for the show, and I got to keep the lights on around here. So one of the best ways I do that is with affiliate programs. And, let's go ahead and talk about my favorite one, guys, Tier 1 trading. If you're interested in learning to become a consistently profitable Forex trader, you want to learn how to become financially free, you want to create a source of income for yourself that you control, but you don't want to go off and, create a website, buy or sell stuff. There's a way to do it. Become a Forex trader. Become a trader. You can trade in any different market, whether it's Forex, options, stocks, futures, what have you. But, the stuff that the guys at Tier 1 Trading teach you is applicable to all of that, all right? Guys, trading is a truly amazing skill to acquire, and it's something that I think that just about everybody really needs to look into, just like investing. Almost everybody tries to invest in the stock market and stuff like that. I feel like it should be the same thing with trading. Everybody needs to know how to trade because it's a skill that you can fall back on. If your business isn't doing well because, demand dries up or what have you for a time, you can always fall back on trading. Now, yeah, your trading isn't always going to make you consistent money all the time, but it can become a huge wealth generator. And guys, look, Tier 1 Trading is the #1 coaching platform out there, in my most humble opinion, with teachers like Jason Greystone, Akil Stokes, Charles Miles. These guys are absolutely amazing, and they are going to teach you the art and the skill of trading, okay? They're not just going to teach you a strategy. Unfortunately, in the trading world, in the trading media, they all want to teach you a strategy, and that's it. It's like, okay, here's a strategy. Go, have fun, good luck, right? But it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. You need to learn the skill, learn the process, and these guys are going to show you how to do that. They're going to show you, they're going to teach you, technical analysis, money management, how to read a price chart. They're going to show you advanced pattern recognition. They're going to teach you about Fibonacci's. They're going to show you a whole host of stuff, and it's one of the best platforms out there. Literally, guys, these guys are amazing. I've learned so much from them, and you guys will too. So go check them out. And then also, if you're interested in learning how to become a Forex trader, you need a trading platform, right? Regardless of what you're trading, you need a trading platform, guys. Go check out TradingView. TradingView, I use it every single week in my YouTube videos. Absolutely amazing, amazing platform for charts. It's super easy to use. It's cheap. Guys, it's awesome. If you guys are interested in a great charting platform, I'll tell you a story. A long time ago, when you wanted to trade, you had to have your broker page up on one browser, and then you had to have your trading chart on another, right? You had to have your price chart on one, and you had your broker portal, your broker web page on another. And you had to try to take trades by managing the two. With TradingView, they have brokers that you can sign up with, and ultimately will allow you to trade straight from the charts, so you no longer have to do that. So look, they've done a lot to make trading simple, to make chart reading as easy as possible, and they offer so many features, and it's easy to use, guys. And guys, look, it's absolutely amazing. It's not that expensive. If you're looking for a charting platform, you can literally, TradingView, in my opinion, is the best one. So it's the one that it certainly is my favorite. So go check them out. And last but not least, we all need to be focusing on our own human capital. Look, maybe you want to take control of the source of your income, and you're in this kind of situation where you just don't know what you want to do. Guys, I was in that boat for a long time. You're like, I really want to become, I want to become financially free. I want to control my source of my income, but I don't know what I want to do. I have no idea. Well, guys, then you need experiences. You need to go out there and learn new skills. You need to learn skills that are valuable, that other people will pay you for. And guys, hey, Skillshare is a great place to do that. Guys, if you want to increase your human capital, which we all should be doing, go to Skillshare.com. It's really, really cheap. It's not expensive. It's like $100 for a whole year, and a lot of times they'll give you a month or two off for free. It's absolutely amazing. Guys, they have all kinds of courses from, trading Forex, options, stocks. They've got courses on website design. They've got courses on email copywriting, how to do great YouTube videos, filmography, photography, YouTube ads. I mean, the list goes on and on. They got thousands upon thousands of courses there. Guys, look, I would challenge you to get on Skillshare and not find a course that you're interested in. There's all kinds of stuff there. I use them all the time. So if you're interested, if you need to learn a new skill, if you need to kind of, build your human capital, Skillshare is the best way to go to. All right. That said, hope you guys have a great day today, and hope you guys enjoyed the show. And like I said, guys, if you love this content, join me at locals.com and also leave me a rating review on iTunes. And make sure to hit that like button and share it wherever you are. That said, if you guys do all that for me, I'll see you guys in the next episode. As always, know the risks, plan accordingly, and have a great day.